Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that guy who designed the tablets for the California inmates smash that subscribe button, go ahead and have him smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the newest and following patrons: Grant, El Skid, Nathan, Scott, Mika Boy, Lead with Love, Marshall, John Wick, Charles, Albert 12, Soulstar LA, Coach Ken, AI Vega, Esquiel, Miguel, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Jack, Linda, Michigan Wolverines, Marius, Chevelle 66, Gigi, Abuelita's Journey, and Daus Herrero. If you want to see uncensored, violent footage, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You do not want to be missing out. This episode right here, man, I did not have a topic this morning at all. Well, I kind of never do, right? I just sit in the chair and whatever comes up, comes up. Poof, right? Go into the memory bank. Fucking sitting here, right? And I'm like, holy shit, golly gee, Hector. I kid you not. I kid you not. The amount of messages that I have received about the California inmates receiving tablets, they got those, tablets, such as an iPad, a Fire tablet, whatever they're called, but, not so high end. They received them, right? I guess every single inmate in the state of California, where I happen to do 16 years as an officer, sergeant, or lieutenant. That's why I be bringing you this knowledge and information and experience and wisdom and gems, right? I guess every single inmate received a tablet. I'm talking about inmates in the hole that just punched the cop in the face. I'm talking about ones that be eating their boogers in RJD, Charlie Yard, right? So what is your take on that, Hector? You have been out, resigned, quit, walked out the front door with your fucking chin up, your shoulders back, like I tell my little daughter to walk. Hey, show some pride. Show some damn confidence in this house. She's only 4. Oh, man. So here we go. Look, guys. Look. I guess this message has to go out to the masses, right? What is the point of getting upset, right? Because that is the consensus. The staff are upset, highly throwing their arms up in the air over a little piece of tablet, a machinery, electronic device given to the inmate population. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm going to keep it real. Fuck it, I'm going to keep it real. Of course. Come on, guys. I always keep it real. The reasoning a person may get mad behind that is because it always seems that staff in green get upset when they keep giving inmates more, and more. That's the reason, right? Plain and simple, black and white, giving them more. Oh, they give them this. Oh, they gave them that. Son of a bitch. Now they got big giant pencils, right? But actually, in AdSeg, they got the little tiny golf pencils. But that is why they're up in arms, okay? Well, Hector, were you that type? Did you get upset when they would get things? Let me tell you when I got bothered, right? I got bothered, I don't remember the year, when condoms got put into each and every housing unit. Yeah, a condom dispenser, right? The one, when you go to the cologne. When you go to like a public mall restroom and they got the little thing of cologne, you can get well, these are free condom dispensers. They'd probably be having the good brand too. I don't know. I never looked at them. Let me tell you guys a joke. Sometimes the staff members, your friends, would get a bunch of condoms, put them in your lunch bag without you looking. And when you go home, right, and your wife's like, hey, what the fuck? Right? And you're like, oh, they got me, babe. They got me. But by then it's too late. The fight already started. There's no turning back, right? So condoms, that highly upset me at the time. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I don't get it. Doesn't make sense, right? The whole theory behind that was there is no such thing as consensual sex in prison. But we know they're going to, this is administration talking, but we know they're going to do it, so we might as well have them have safe sex. And it's like, oh, you fucking buffoons, right? Son of a bitch, right? If they're anything like me, they don't like using condoms, right? Hola, Edgar Hector. You have no chill, Hector. You have no respect. No, I do have respect. You have no filter. That one. But, that upset me. I thought that was weird. When the transgender inmates at RJD or any other institution got approved for all things female inmate supply items, I'm talking about bras, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them do be having big titties, right? Which reminds me of a story. I'll do that story later. The moo-moos, right? You literally got like transgender inmates in a male institution wearing moo-moos. That caught me off guard. Like, hey, what are we doing here? There was talk that they were gonna start letting those transgender inmates at male institutions buy like maxi pads and stuff for like, you know, I don't know. That kind of like, what the hell? Son of a bitch. Where am I? Get me out of here. Right? This is me clicking my heels. But, what else did they be giving these guys that I didn't like it? Radios. Wind up radios in ad seg. Right? Yeah, these little, they didn't, I'm not an OG by any means, but I did come in 2006. They did not be having any of this. Zero of this. You went to prison, you did your time, and you left, right? You beat up a couple cops in the process, you beat a couple of your people or other races in the process, and you bounced, right? Thank you. Don't come again. Here we go. So, yeah, they started giving more, right? This can be referred to as giving up the house, right? Giving up the house means exactly that. Whether you're working in the building, hey, this motherfucker's over here giving up the house. Son of a bitch. Bring it back, right? I'm going somewhere with this story, guys. Hang tight. So, what was I talking about? The wind-up radios, right? They didn't have radios in ad seg. They give them these little radios, right? Now, I guess they did that because they were killing themselves in ad seg, suicide. Well, they're still doing it, so it kind of really, that I don't know how that worked. But it's an actual wind-up radio. You know, you'd be having those, I have one around here, survival radios that like play, you know, American Red Cross, but they play like the AM, FM radios. One of those. I don't even know what stations they'd be listening to be honest. There was that. I remember when I was a young officer at Centinela State Prison, C6, ADSEG. When they started, look, when you went to ADSEG before, you had nothing coming. Zero. Nothing coming. Exactly that. It's like you were in jail. It's the jail, the administrative segregation unit. The jail for the prison system. I remember when they started giving them phone calls, the inmates' phone calls back there. I was up in arms, right? We would have to escort them to the back committee room. They would make a phone call. Then they started giving them TVs back there. And I remember thinking like, well, what's the point, right? What is the point? They're going to not care coming to ADSEG. Well, they weren't really caring before. I mean, you know, stabbing, 2-on-1 stabbings because like, hey, there's no more penalties. It's not a punishment anymore. It's like vacation, right? I'm telling you my mindset then, right? I could give two fucks now about any of that, right? Absolutely. And you're going to know why. So those are some things that I got upset about, right? Now let's talk about picking and choosing your battles, knowing your environment, and what really matters and what doesn't matter. Look, when I was an officer, when I was a lieutenant, I used to tell my staff members these three things, and it's never gonna change. I'm always gonna tell you the same. I used to tell them in meetings, I only give a fuck about three things in this order. One is your safety. Two is to make sure you don't get fired. And three is to make sure you don't get me fired in the process. Period. That's it. That's why it was so easy for me to do my job and move and maneuver because hey, you got an audit. Oh, do I? Pfft, okay. Hey, you fucked up on this RVR, this 115 rules violation report. Oh, did I? Pfft, okay, right? Hey, we want you to add a fucking period and a comma here in your report as a clarification. Yeah, okay, right? I didn't give a fuck. It's so easy for me to function anywhere, right? I focus on what really matters or what doesn't matter. Period. And somebody getting hurt or killed matters. Somebody getting fucking fired matters. And me getting fired matters. You notice how I put myself last because I'm not a selfish son of a bitch, right? Here we go. Take note, Sacramento headquarters, son of a bitch. They be doing everything backwards and upside down. Chinga. Toma puto. Oh, wow. Oh, shit, the Chanate's hitting. John Bernthal, real ones. Hit a homie up, son of a bitch, man. I'm over here grinding every goddamn day. I can't breathe. So, man, what matters, what doesn't matter. Battles to pick, battles to fight. Look, man. When I was a sergeant, I said, give all these inmates Xboxes. Give them Xboxes and give them weed. They could be in their fucking cell, getting high and playing video games, right? They're not going to be on the yard fighting us, fighting each other, stabbing us, stabbing each other, period. I thought to myself, well, they get in fights over video games and like stealing like CDs. They might. Yeah, of course, right? But that would have been a good idea. I believe in other states they have the Xboxes because they would be coming through R&R and they'd be just, taking it from their property, putting it aside. But these fucking tablets, I mean, really, guys? Really? The tablets. Here's why. They all have cell phones. They all have illegal contraband cell phones that they are legitimately doing organized crimes ranging from the worst offenses you can do all the way down, right? We know this. They know this. So the tablet gonna fucking throw a wrench in that program? Gonna be any worse than that? No. From what I gather, the tablets are monitored. Number two. Are you surprised? Number two, are you surprised? Right? Are you surprised? Do you think tomorrow they're gonna take away everything from them? Really? They are not. You know this. You're in denial. They're just going to continue to get more and more and more and more. And that's indifferent to me, right? I'm not a civilian out here 6 months after the department thinking this. I'm not thinking this. My mindset is not this. If you go to prison, you shouldn't have shit. You should do your fucking time. You did the crime, you do your time. That's not me. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm exhausted 6 months fucking later. Yeah, I've gotten my wind back, my energy, but I'm like, fuck that. You guys can have that, right? That's my mindset. Like, imagine being in a boxing round for fucking 12 rounds, right? After you all beat the fuck up, you're not going to be like, hey, ref, that was a bad call here. That was a bad call there. I didn't like how tight the ropes were. I didn't like the mat being, too squishy. None of that shit mattered. You didn't be thinking about the fucking ass whooping you got, right? Holding your kids on the sideline, right? Holding your kid, your wife crying in her chest like, oh, son of a bitch, they fucked me up, girl. Looking like Rocky Balboa. One, two. And maybe I could see it, right? I'm not blaming you guys because I got that perspective. I'm now 6 feet above the prison, 6 feet. I'm now 6 months above, 7 months, I think. I'm not good at math. 7 months above the prison system, right? Looking down. If I was probably in the mix, I'd probably be like, oh, this sucks. God damn, son of a bitch, right? All small-minded, not disrespecting. You're in the fight. You're only seeing an inch in front of your fucking face. Let me tell you guys this. Here we go. I'm gonna keep it real right now. I wish you would get this fucking upset every time one of your fucking brothers or sisters gets fucking fired for no apparent reason. But you don't. I was there. Every time somebody gets fired, all they say is, oh man, oh, that's fucked up. Oh, damn. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Wow. Ooh, damn. Right? I guarantee you put a fucking fight up to administration, to fucking headquarters. Every time one of your fucking friends gets fired for nothing, get that mad. Right? That's what matters. Who gives a fuck about a tablet? Another thing. You know, CDCR supposedly is like a legend. It's like a myth, like a legend, saying, oh, we have a what is that shit called? No protest policy, this and that. And I used to believe that shit too. Who gives a fuck? I guarantee if everybody did fucking protest, I guarantee if everybody did call out sick on the same fucking day, I'm talking about every. And again, as mad as you are about the fucking tablets, get mad about administration fucking you in the ass over and over and over and over again, right? This is me as a former lieutenant looking back, telling you what really fucking matters, right? What I see now is equivalent to what happens in the United States. And I'm not being political and or conspiracy theories. They'll put little fucking crumbs in front of your face when you fight over the crumbs. Meanwhile, they're getting away with their fucking dirt wherever the fuck they're getting away with. You guys are listening now. You guys are gathering. You guys are seeing how I fucking feel about the tablets. Probably then and now. None of that matters. It doesn't matter, right? Tomorrow they're going to give them this. Day after that, they're going to give them that. To think that they are going to bring back the days of the 1990s where you're dragging fucking dudes from here to there, beating them up when they beat you up, right? Let's keep it real. Fucking all out Royal Rumble. No, you know, and maybe that was my misconception too when I first joined, right? Maybe their expectations, misconceptions, whatever you want to call them, that is what's happening right now. I'm just telling you from my point of view. You could probably be like, fuck you, Hector, culero, what do you know? Puto, culero, mandilon, right? But I'm telling you guys for a reason. Telling you guys for a reason, man. Because you're going to drive yourself fucking crazy over nothing. You're going to focus your fight where your fight should not be focused. Again, that anger you feel in you, that frustration, channel it where it matters. Every time your friend gets fucked over. Why? Because you're next. You're next. You just don't know it yet. Right? Every day you roll the dice. I was rolling the dice. Am I going to get fired today? Fuck. Am I going to get fired today? Knowing I'm not doing anything to get me fired in the fucking process. How fucked up is that, right? Looking at my daughter, looking at my wife, like it's all fucked up. So, the message for today. The message for today is focus on what matters in life. Fuck the job. Focus on what matters. What matters is time with your family, right? Because you're never going to get that back. Once that shit is gone, it's fucking gone, right? And I know this from losing 8, 9 brothers in Iraq. I don't get them back. I don't get to call them up and say, you remember this patrol? You remember that patrol? Right? Remember we did this raid? I don't get, that's gone. That's a wrap. That's never going to happen. Focusing on yourself, your well-being, your mental health, your life. Man, you ever wanted to go fucking backpack through Europe? Go buy a backpack online. You make over $100,000 fucking dollars a year. Stop buying beer, alcohol, all kind of other dumb shit. Versace purses. Is there such thing as a Versace? Gucci? What? I don't know what the fuck they are. Louis Vuitton, right? Go buy a backpack. Buy a fucking plane ticket. Fly your ass into Berlin and ride the train all the way down to Rome, right? Focus on your physical fitness. What good is it if you're eating fucking burritos, right? Like, oh, yeah, they shouldn't be having fucking tablets. Come on, guys. You guys see what the fuck, man? Health, health and wellness, man. Health and wellness. Do not get distracted. Please focus, focus, focus. Keep pushing forward.